hard. I don't know if that's key game. Gonna lose.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
singing our national anthem. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, in the bench? Oh, forgot. I forgot.
Good start.
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Okay. Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Thompson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Mr. Perfect in for Fred Van Vliet. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson.
No. Why is it so loud?
Aldama. Kennard, he's checked in for Vince Williams. And Smart subbed in for John Morant. We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
And I have to respect MP's attitude, taking aim at such an ambitious goal. Being rock solid at home is going to take a lot of focus and hard work from this squad. But if anyone can lead them to being one of the more dominant home teams around, it's MP.
Hearing scouts talk about MP before the draft, the one concern they had was his hesitation to take over games himself.
And I think that's just how MP is wired, right? He's always been a team-first player, even if that means sacrificing his own shot a bit too often.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Bain pairs up with Jackson to form the forward pair. Smart is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Clark in at the center position. And Thompson launches it from deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Memphis.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. Gigi Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Clark in at the center. Right, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. MP talked to me about the importance of today's game. He said we know we need to be in a better position than last season, and it's up to us. We have to win these games at home. No excuses. They are locked in and focused today. Kevin?
Oh, doesn't it sound like a DA? Wow, that's something else. Good stuff. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Houston needs to get a shot. Thompson inside the line. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Morant outside. Fires the 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka.
The new shot me is awful. I don't like it. You always try to freaking shot me in games and you have to learn by again. And
closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Come on.
Houston moving the ball around. Brooks from outside. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Back to Smart. Lays it up off the glass. Smart's got 5 now.
Finishing through contact always fires you up. Smart is really just their spark.
Here's Mr. Perfect.
Yes, get in. No!
And Desmond Bain pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 7.
Oh, that was such a close shot.
40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
No.
Here's Aldama. Brooks covering. Jackson from long range. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive
standpoint.
Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Here's Payne. He could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Grizzlies have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one drops.
An effective two-way threat. Have to be impressed with Bain's steady improvement year after year.
And Bain drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Smart. Pass to Mr. Perfect. At the elbow, Adams. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey, folks, one of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Second half. Don't get anything in. Guys, so doesn't
And happy you could
see the fucking hoop. Nothing.
Perfect. He's checked in for Houston. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Mr. Perfect out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bane was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for John Morant. Smith outside. On the wing, Green.
Oh,
with the steal.
No.
One-on-one here. Smart passes to Clark. And it's good, 2 points.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Oh, we want to run there now. Can I get any points?
Passes to Mr. Perfect.
Oh,
good with the
God.
triple. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Jackson. Smart with the ball. A kick out to Bane. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over VanVleet. And another basket for Memphis.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for Houston. Now Şengün. Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to Green. VanVleet outside. Here's Mr. Perfect. Guarded by Bane.
Nope.
Down low. Taken away by
And he
Williams.
steals it. Wow. Come on.
In the corner, it's Bane. Good. And a nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 6 assists in the game.
The second Bane touches that ball, he wants to shoot.
Come on, man.
VanVleet passes to Mr. Perfect. And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bane. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark.
Wrong button.
And it's Morant in at the point. And slam dunk by Smart.
Just outstanding full court effort there from Smart. No one was able to slow him down.
Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Morant.
No,
it's
no,
Brooks
no.
on the wing. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Pass to Mr. Perfect. No good that time. Morant with some nice D. To the inside. Three-pointer. The Rockets pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brooks with it. Guarded by Bane. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And slam dunk by Smart.
That is impressive. Marcus Smart just punishing the defense with that finish.
I hate the shot man. Shot man is so awful in this game.
And clearly an important juncture. He's
Why
going
would
to
you change
have some
it?
choice words with his team. Vince Williams is checked in for G.G. Jackson. And Morant gets it to go.
My team can even
And now it's an 8-point Grizzly lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Oh,
Another place they've had the
Yeah,
upper hand
that's
tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
The defense gets physical with Green inside, so he uses his agility to get around him.
Williams looking around. And Morant gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Green, the pass to Mr. Perfect.
Go in.
Clark against Adams.
Oh, come on.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to Eason. Williams with the steal. Here's Morant. Adams, some nice D. Rockets trail by 8. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Eason. And he gets it to go.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Smith checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Mr. Perfect.
Great. GG.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. And
in
the
by
win,
1 point,
a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were a 7th man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious 4th grader.
Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzer, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys.
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
So it's a tough game without anything not.
It's a shot whistle. Wash it off.
I see a lot of people jumping on MP for all those turnovers. But everyone has bad games. Hoopers know. It's no big deal.
What did he say? Pooping is no? He didn't say that, huh? Right.
I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight or it's a long flight home.
Hope we win. See, I can shoot like that. That, oh yeah, that's right. Slightly late. Oh my god, the jump shot me is awful. You have to shoot Okay, that was already, but late. That is really hard to throw. Cardi. More times, go. There we go. That's it. Okay, that was late. That was late too, but oh, that's great.
Coming up next, the Spurs taking on the Rockets for the... Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline.
Big group substitution here for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Mamukelashvili comes in for Sohan. Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Trey Jones in for Chris Paul. Something that the organization loves about MP, Grant. He's always letting his game do the talking.
Yeah, he'll respond with a quip here or there. But for the most part, MP lets his actions do the work, not his mouth. He's very mature and as focused of a rookie that you'll find.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
Go.
So on the floor for Houston. Yes. They've got Whitmore. Alperon Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Thompson. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point. Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
Former second-round pick, Jones has worked hard to carve out a role in this league, and he continues to look to improve.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Eason. Collins with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Vassell left side over Whitmore. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. The first quarter all wrapped up. And it's been an exciting game so far. San Antonio on top, leading by just 2. Let's take a quick break. And then
up to back.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
Another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
So the Houston 5 right now. They've got Tari Eason. He's out there with Alperon Şengün. Thompson out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point guard position. Down low.
No.
It's deflected.
Nice.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Şengün with it. Here's Whitmore. He's guarded by Barnes. Şengün, the screen. Here's Mr. Perfect. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. Whitmore. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And they get it back. And Şengün gets it to go.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little, too.
Collins outside. The 3 ball. Rockets with a rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama
MP, we need a spark.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Left side, Green. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Vassell finds Johnson. There's 1:12 left in the first half. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Van Vliet, the pass to Mr. Perfect. Adams high post. Now here's Green. Takes a 3. Green's feeling it at the arc.
His name's Green.
Love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Sohan outside. Pass to Johnson. And here's Collins. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer. San Antonio again missing.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Van Vliet outside.
And
it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. Smith, he's checked in for Van Vliet. San Antonio with the ball. It's a 5-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
Sohan, left side. Basket counts. Sohan's got 8.
Well, the defense wasn't really bothered by the screen, but he still managed to convert.
1 second left. And
yes.
It's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And hold.
The previous play is under review.
Come on, he left.
They are going to take a look at this replay.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right
Zero
call
one.
is made.
That's ours. Let's go. Grab my hand.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. San Antonio on top, up 5. And we'll be back with you shortly.
One point. I mean, my guy is so weak.
Taking a look here at the Rockets.
My guy
it's
is
been a
not
painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate for that.
We suck.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Rockets.
I like how.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next... He's checked in for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson.
A little, all right.
Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Devin Vassell out there with Chris Paul. And it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Mr. Perfect passes to Smith. Here's Mr. Perfect. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Van Vliet. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. He's got 12. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Şengün, no good.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Pass to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Vassell. It's good. Şengün's got 14.
And there's a physicality to Şengün's game. He's not scared down low at all.
On the wing, Vassell. And too long on the shot. Rockets trail by 14. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Cole.
I pressed the wrong button. I was going to press
3 on 3. From the stripe. Yep, that one goes. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Yeah, he's usually the playmaker, but Paul can knock down a shot like that if you set him up.
Inside, here's Mr. Perfect.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He misses the free throw. Mamakelishvili's checked in for San Antonio. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Fred VanVleet. Spurs lead by 16. Outside Barnes. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 7 assists in the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Barnes against Eason. To the wing on the left. Pass to Thompson. Oh, deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Paul. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the San Antonio Spurs feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Building this lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Tari Eason is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Mr. Perfect in a point guard. Mr. Perfect passes to Eason. Clock at 6. Green with a screen on Wembanyama. Here's Eason. Rebound San Antonio. Paul's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Adams with a screen on Jones. And here's Green from the arc. Good.
Whoa,
that's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Why is it early? I don't get why is the freaking shot me so dumb this game.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively.
How is it early?
I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Group Substitution here for San Antonio. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson. Castle's checked in for Vassell. And it's Trey Jones in for Chris Paul. Pass to Thompson. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Jones. Now here's Adams. Stolen by Collins. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Mamukelashvili. Outside Barnes. 5 on the clock. Collins a screen. This one for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Chris Paul.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Adams, the pass to Mr. Perfect.
Finally.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Castle, defended by Thompson. Here's Castle. So we see the Spurs taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy.
That show me is awful.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Animation. Wait, will we here? Definitely Johnson.
Hey, they're professionals too.
Has to be somewhere. Options. Settings. Oh. Get the language. Oh, that's fine. Oh, totally.
ready to rumble, young blood.
Oh, Nick. Oh. I have to get it down now. Stay on you, okay. Hustling. There we go. We go.
It's the NBA on 2K Sport. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green. Teams changing it up here. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened in the championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Thompson is out there at primetime. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Eason in at the 4 spot.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line. Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Benyama comes in for Zach Collins. And Castle is subbed in for Vassell. Houston also making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. And it's Green in for Whitmore. And some nice passing there by Houston. Thompson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Prime time, the pass to Eason. The Rockets again.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
To the left side wing. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten there. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Tari Eason is out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's prime time. And it's Adams and at the center locking down the middle. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest. And that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been high.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull them out.
Easy, let's go. Thank you. Potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time.
Let's go.
Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Good to see you, and welcome. A lopsided.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing them.
And now let's take a moment to see how the... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second. is checked in for Johnson. Primetime's checked in for Houston. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. And it's Paul in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. And so it's San Antonio with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Primetime, the pass to Green. Here's Primetime, covered by Vassell. Pass to Primetime.
Oh my God, that fish.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
In the corner, Şengün with it. 1:41 left in the third quarter. And it's Primetime missing. Spurs leading by 18. Vassell outside. Barnes screen on Van Vliet. Here's Vassell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vassell's got 6.
And this coaching staff would love to see more of that. Vassell taking it to the rim.
Nuggets trail by 20. Inside and stolen by Vassell. Wembenyama outside. Green against Barnes. Wembenyama sets a screen for Barnes.
Why did you follow him? Why?
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
And he converts the layup. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Yes. You know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Oh, my God.
Vassell,
how's he going to get in? You're freaking open. Going there.
Outside, Jones. And it goes down 2 points.
12
points for him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
No,
Şengün, stolen by Collins. They push it up 4 on 3. Barnes kicks to Collins. And here is Vassell. Puts up a deep 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs rolling along with a 27-point lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Primetime. Tari Easton is out there with Thompson. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Adams in at center. That free throw good from Primetime. Castle's checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good. With the drive. That shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. Prime time, the pass to Eason. Wasted no time on that one. Eason's got his first points in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Back to Jones. There's a screen by Collins. 5 on the clock. And the basket by Jones.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now.
What? How did you see that?
Blank range. Can't happen.
No.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
The Spurs making a switch here. Sissoko checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Van Vliet's checked in. Prime time, the pass to Eason. Now here's Adams. He's guarded by Collins. Van Vliet outside.
I'm going there. No,
launches a three, drills the three-pointer.
Just another day doing what he does. Van Vliet lines it up and drills it.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Mamu Kelishvili passes to Jones. Eason grabs the board. The Rocket shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. For 3, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Castle.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Jones. Collins setting the big for Jones. And finish off by Collins.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Here's prime time. Back to Van Vliet. To the paint.
No, he don't go.
Adams dishes to Green. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Houston needs to get a shot off.
Oh, he's stolen
by Collins. Now here's Jones. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. That one goes. Count it.
A bigger guard. 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
No, what I fired that ball.
Here's Jones. Pass to Castle. To the middle. Collins, good.
That's just textbook. Castle understands when to deliver the ball off that screen.
Green passes to Adams. Inside. Here's prime time. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Castle. And that one misses. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün comes in for Adams. And Brooks subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this.
GG.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll
I
do
don't like
it,
it. It's awful.
For Greg
Should have
Anthony,
kept it
Clark
now.
Kellogg.
They kept it in other games. No, like freaking change it. Stuff. I don't sit there for like, you know, 5 games learning a freaking shoot mechanic. No?
Sorry, man.
It's probably easy, but I'm just dumb. possible. Block, go down a bit. Speed, and just go. Diving dunk. Release one, okay, it's got 2 points.